Good morning, it's Monday the 15th. I'm FX Plu and this is the market brief. So the UK economy shrunk a little over 20% in April. It was the first full month of lockdown. It's no great surprise that this was the worst data on record. The OECD believe that the UK will be one of the worst hits in the developed world, that is. And Chancellor Sunak was on over the weekend, basically to say, tell me something I don't know. Because the UK economy is dominated by the service sector, and of course that will be the last sector to reopen. Non-essential retail can reopen today though, so that should provide a bit of a boost to the supply chain and hopefully to VAT receipts as well, as there's a tongue-in-cheek suggestion that it's now our civic duty to go out there and spend now the shops are reopening. I suppose while you're at it, with Brexit on the horizon, it might be worth doing your bit and buying British too. Every little helps, right? This week we've got employment data due out tomorrow, where the unemployment rate is expected to be around 4.5%. Retail sales may indeed confirm that we've passed the bottom of the recovery for that sector, and the MPC meet on Thursday, where of course no change is expected, but Andrew Bailey's update will no doubt be eagerly anticipated. Sterling has various headwinds challenging the rally, and last week we saw it trade down from over 128 to under 125, and we kick off this week around 124.60, so keep an eye on that downside risk as we may see further falls this week. Larry Kudlow's been on. He's been talking up the US economy and that V-shaped recovery. He's not quite on the same page as Powell, but then again he's much more of a cheerleader for Team Trump than the Fed chairman needs to be. Powell will be up in front of Congress for his 6-monthly report on the health of the economy, and any optimism or confidence creeping in there could have a direct impact on the dollar, so keep an eye out there. But it's easy enough to get carried away with all the V-shaped recovery chat when it is what everyone really wants to see. Non-farm payrolls knocked our socks off, and it's a pretty small step to link that to a V-shaped recovery. But even ignoring any fears over a second spike, it might be prudent to see a little more support from a few more data points before you bet the ranch on that V-shaped recovery. Don't forget, we've still got 21 million unemployed, so we'd also need to see some recovery-driven hiring pretty soon for that to stand a chance. Over in the Eurozone, the heads of state will be meeting. They'll be discussing the relief fund. It's interesting to note that was first raised by France and Germany about 6 weeks ago now. So hopefully old Macron and Merkel can make a little bit more progress towards getting those funds deployed to the countries that need it the most. Last week, euro-dollar traded higher on a bit of dollar weakness. We saw a high of 114.25 before pulling back to around 112.50. We kick off the week around 112.40, and we'll probably need something pretty positive from the continent to see those highs tested again this week. But great, have a wonderful week ahead. Any questions, please pop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be back again tomorrow. All the best.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.